From the mountains of Pamir to the coast of Makran, a new sun is rising across Pakistan. The sun of progressive economic development, the harbinger of a new, prosperous tomorrow. Instilling a new optimism for a better future. Pakistan has opted for a new beginning. It did not take long for a country yearning for peace and stability, plagued with economic difficulties and a crippling power crisis as recently as 2012, to become one of the fastest growing economies in the world. This turnaround was made possible by the progressive and visionary policies of the elected government, which paved the way for perhaps not only the greatest foreign investment in the history of the world, but a historic collaboration to revolutionize truly free global trade. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or the CPEC. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is set to become one of the shining beacons for international free trade, transforming Pakistan into a home to some of the most massive and enduring foreign investments ever, and unfolding new possibilities of economic and human development never seen before in the history of the nation. And the change is visible in the everyday life of its citizens.
CPEC is actually an integral part of the larger visionary long-term plan of what is called the Belt and Road Initiative, sponsored by President Xi.
It is a much broader concept because it means physical connectivity for trade and commerce, but also connectivity of ideas, connectivity of policies, connectivity of people. So therefore you don't have to be contiguous, and therefore it has attracted something like 60 to 70 and now growing number of countries, even distant countries, which are going to be connected. And it consists of 6 corridors in different directions. And the most important flagship is CPEC, which connects Gwadar to China.
The road infrastructure projects of the CPEC provide the spine to its free trade smart economy to stand on. These projects involve upgrade and construction of the parts of the Karakoram Highway, yet another project connecting both countries, speaking volumes of the decades-old partnership between Pakistan and China. The new CPEC infrastructure projects have connected the most isolated parts of the country to the world, such as the 820-kilometer-long Punjab to Rawalpindi optic fiber project, which will eventually be extended to connect the trading hub of Gwadar with China, and power the smart cities of the robust CPEC economy with world-class internet connectivity.
बेसिकली हम पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो पहले इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी आ रही है वो SMME केबल से आ रही है, वाया सी आ रही है, वो हमें बहुत ज़्यादा कॉस्टली पड़ रही है और उसको वहाँ से लेके यहाँ तक डिप्लॉय करने में और ज़्यादा कॉस्ट आती है। तो उसी वजह से ये सारा एरिया जो था ये ऑलरेडी हाई स्पीड इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी से बहुत पीछे था। चाइना से ऑप्टिकल फाइबर कनेक्टिविटी लेने से जो हमारी कॉस्ट है वो जो सी के थ्रू आ रही है वो कॉस्ट हमारी ऑलमोस्ट हाफ़ हो जाएगी। एक तो वो हाफ़ हो जाएगी, दूसरा ये जितना एरिया है ये सारा जो है टूरिस्ट रिच एरिया है। ये सारा एरिया जो है ये इसको हाई स्पीड इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी मिल जाएगी। इवन मोबाइल नेट जो नहीं है वो भी यहाँ पर आ जाएगा। कॉरपोरेट के लिए जो बैंकिंग के लिए जो इंटरनेट चाहिए वो भी आ जाएगा, तो लोगों को इससे बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होगा।
The CPEC road infrastructure projects are putting remote communities on the trade map.
रोड बनने से तो हमारा पूरा मुल्क को फ़ायदा होगा इसमें, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ट्रैफिक जाके चीन टच होता है, चीन और कराची यहाँ से टच हो रहा है। पूरा चीन से सामान यहाँ आएगा, यहाँ से चीन जाएगी सामान को, और लोगों को भी फ़ायदा होगा, उसमें कारोबार ज़्यादा होगा इसमें। तो इस मंसूबे से हम बहुत खुश हैं।
With Khunjerab and the dry port at Soest becoming the first hub of the goods traded with China. The CPEC road infrastructure project involved the construction of the 120-kilometer the KKH1 section from Raikot in Gilgit-Baltistan to Takot in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And the 136-kilometer KKH2 section from Takot to Havelian in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, with some of the key sections such as the bridges over the Kunhar River in locations such as Mansehra, as well as a key tunnel in Havelian, shortening distances considerably as the tireless engineers on the project carve pathways through mountains. These projects not only provided employment to the local labour, but allowed them to learn construction skills from their Chinese counterparts.
We have two very backward provinces, Balochistan and the southern KPK. And because they don't have an infrastructure which can help the economic activity in these regions, these corridors will open up the economy of Balochistan and southern KP.
The progress of the road infrastructure in the eastern corridor reaches the southern ports, with the work on the 392-kilometer Multan to Sakar section of the Peshawar to Karachi motorway project. In the western corridor, the roads reach the port city of Gwadar through the upgrade of the 210-kilometer long Di Khan to Job section of N50, as well as the 110-kilometer long Kudzar Basima section of N30. But most importantly, the Gwadar East Bay Expressway, which will become the terrestrial link of the trade route from the port to the entire world. Comprising of about two-thirds of the initial CPEC investment, the massive $35 billion energy projects were prioritized to fight the challenging power crisis in Pakistan. The growing needs of the economy were planned to be addressed by establishing supercritical technology coal power plants with the world standard of efficiency and environmental regulations. These include the 1,320 megawatts Port Qasim Electric Company coal-fired power plant.
प्लांट जो बेसिकली जो चल रहा है वो है इम्पोर्टेड कोल के ऊपर, और पाकिस्तान के अंदर ये पहला सुपर क्रिटिकल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ ये प्रोजेक्ट है जो यहाँ पे अभी ऑलमोस्ट तकरीबन 2 साल से ऊपर तकरीबन हो रहे हैं और ऑलमोस्ट कंप्लीशन की तरफ जा रहा है। और इंशाल्लाह विद इन 2 वीक्स इसकी जो पहला यूनिट है उसकी ओपनिंग भी हो रही है यहाँ पे, और उसके फ़ौरन 1.5 महीने के बाद या मैक्सिमम 2 महीने के अंदर दूसरा यूनिट भी इसका प्रॉपर तरीके से ऑपरेशनल हो जाएगा यहाँ पे।
The 1,320 megawatts CPHGC coal-fired power plant in Hub, Balochistan.
Our plant will exert the positive impact to the economic of the Pakistani because we are generating the green power to the Pakistan. I'm very pleased to join our team. The condition here is very tough. It's a hard work, but I think it will add some colors to my life. And also I'm very happy to make friends with Pakistani.
The Engro Tower Block 2 coal-fired power plant.
वेस्ट साइड ऑफ हमारे प्लांट के ऊपर हमारा जो है वो ग्रिड स्टेशन जो है वो बनेगा, और यहाँ से गवर्नमेंट जो है वो पावर लाइन जो है इस्टेब्लिश कर रही है टू मिट्यारी ग्रिड स्टेशन। पावर यहाँ से वैक्यूएट होगी टू मिट्यारी ग्रिड स्टेशन, और मिट्यारी ग्रिड स्टेशन से वो नेशनल ग्रिड के ऊपर चली जाएगी।
हमारे इलाके में खुशहाली बहुत है जी। यहाँ पे पहले हम 8,000 रुपये महीना कमाते थे, अब 30,000 रुपये महीना कमा रहे हैं, और बेरोज़गारी बहुत कम हो गई है।
By 2018, we will be able to have around 7,000 megawatt of energy through CPEC and non-CPEC projects, and that would address the scarcity of energy that we have in our circuit.
Already adding more than 1,000 megawatts to the national grid. The CPEC energy projects are contributing significantly to cover the supply shortfall across Pakistan. With the CPEC energy investment, Pakistan has laid the foundation of the first major Hydel project in a decade. The 870 megawatt Suki Kinari hydropower project on the Kunhar River in Naran, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The CPEC energy vision focuses particularly on renewable energy projects, including the building of the largest solar park in Asia.
आज से चंद साल पहले जब अगर CPEC का अगर नहीं था यहाँ पे कंसेप्ट कोई, तो उस वक्त जॉब की बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम थी। इंजीनियर्स की जॉब्स का बहुत इशू जा रहा था पाकिस्तान में। तो CPEC स्टार्ट हुआ, इससे पहले लोग बाहर मूव करते थे। जब यहाँ पे CPEC स्टार्ट हो गया, आपके सामने काफ़ी सारे कोल प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट हुए हैं, सोलर प्रोजेक्ट हैं, विंड प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, तो जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ काफ़ी ओपन हुई हैं, जिसकी वजह से जो आपकी बेरोज़गारी की शरह है वो थोड़ी कम हो गई है, इंजीनियर्स को रोज़गार मिल रहा है। उसके अलावा आपके सामने ही है, लोड शेडिंग का काफ़ी इशू था, तो जैसे ही प्रोजेक्ट्स लग रहे हैं तो एरिया वाइज आपके वोल्टेज वगैरह स्टेबल हो रहे हैं और लोड शेडिंग का इशू काफ़ी हद तक कम हो रहा है पाकिस्तान में।
And harnessing the force of wind to light up the lives of millions, with projects such as Hydro China Dawood Power Wind Farm in Gharo Sindh. and the UEP wind farm in Jimpir, Sindh. Tapping the immense potential of this natural resource, which is found in southern Sindh in ideal conditions. The wind farms of Jimpir and Garo are changing the destiny of Sindh for the better in more ways than one. Employing the likes of Sumar Khan Sheikh of Jamshoro, who is working on the UEP wind power project.
गवर्नमेंट और यहाँ पे जो CPEC के प्रोजेक्ट्स आने के हवाले से यहाँ पे लोकल लोगों को काफ़ी फ़ायदे हुए हैं। यहाँ पे बहुत सारे डेवलपमेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स आ रहे हैं और ख़ास तौर पे पाकिस्तान गवर्नमेंट में का पहले ये रिन्यूएबल एनर्जीज़ में ये सबसे बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं। इससे यहाँ पे जो हम इंजीनियर्स हैं, लोकल इंजीनियर्स, उनको काफ़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिल रही हैं सीखने के लिए, क्योंकि सारी इंटरनेशनल कंपनीज़ आ रही हैं, फॉरेन एक्सपर्ट्स आ रहे हैं। हम उनसे काफ़ी बातें सीख रहे हैं और अपने टेक्निकल स्किल्स बढ़ा रहे हैं और इंशाल्लाह इन फ्यूचर हम इंचार्ज होंगे यहाँ पे और हम काम सीखेंगे।
The output of these projects will be improved by connecting them to the national grid by means of world-class transmission lines. The CPEC energy projects have contributed significantly to the 10,000 megawatts added in the national grid at a record-breaking scale in a period of 4 years, putting the country on a path to become completely energy self-reliant before 2020. Who would have thought that this ancient fishing village would one day become the focus of the entire world? All the roads in the China-Pakistan economic corridor lead to Gwadar. The international trade hub of the future. But this focal point of the CPEC could not have realized its full potential without adequate emphasis on its human growth. Neglected for long, the people of Gwadar can sense life becoming better for them with this new wave of development. The Pak-China Friendship Hospital in Gwadar is catering to hundreds of patients every day, who otherwise had to travel long distances to have any hope of medical care. The China-Pakistan economic corridor is also bringing the opportunity of better education and employment for the youth of the country. But no one can sense the wave of progress of Gwadar other than the local entrepreneurs, who have been struggling for decades to realize the true potential of opportunities that Balochistan has to offer. Local Baloch traders such as Abdul Basit Kadir Baksh are feeling the change in the air.
CPEC बनने से हमें एक तो ये फ़ायदा होगा कि यहाँ से हमारी शिपमेंट डायरेक्ट हो जाएगी। दूसरा, इससे एक तो कराची वाला जो रिस्क है, यहाँ से हम वाया कराची बेचते हैं, कराची से फिर डेस्टिनेशन पे जो एक्सपेंस आता है पर कंटेनर पे 1,20,000, वो भी हमें बच जाएगा। और जो रिस्क है वो रिस्क से भी हम बच जाएंगे। यहाँ से टाइम टू टाइम जो है ना उसको हम शिपमेंट कर सकते हैं।
The China-Pakistan economic corridor has allowed investors and traders from around the world the opportunity to explore the hidden potential of Balochistan and to capitalize on Gwadar as a single destination for exploration, manufacturing, processing and trading, offering opportunities to any business willing to capitalize on this economic game changer, whether based in Pakistan or anywhere else in the world.
CPEC does not compete with anyone. CPEC creates a platform which will bring countries together. CPEC envisages a shared vision of prosperity for everyone. Therefore, we hope that all countries will join hands with us so that we can create better prospects for a very young population in our region, so that we can create better prospects for peace through investment in development, by investing in energy, by investing in industry.
The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has finally helped realize Pakistan's dream of becoming an economic superpower. This bilateral collaboration has not just been an economic force, but will prove to be the enduring legacy of the decades-old friendship of the people of Pakistan and China. With this partnership offering an opportunity to the people of the two friendly nations to get to know each other better than ever before. And more importantly, to work closely together every day. Pakistan is rising, getting recognized as one of the largest emerging markets in the world, strengthening financially by the day, and becoming one of the top 25 fastest growing economies in the world, making tremendous leaps in human development and opening its doors to cutting-edge technology and innovation, with an energetic youth making more than 60% of its population, hungry to make its mark on the world. There is no hurdle which could hinder its progress, and most of all, contributing to the global free trade economy more than ever. We are proud to invite the world to the Pakistan of the future. And that future is now.